What's going on, guys? It's Tyro here, and today we're talking about what if Naruto was in Demon Slayer. I hope you guys enjoy, but before we get into that, I gotta explain a few things right here. Number one, Naruto's gonna be half demon because of his mom, which would be known as the Demon Fox, which means he will have a blood demon art called Dying Tails, which is basically just a booster of strength, durability, just enhance all of his stats. We also have to talk about Naruto's breathing style. He's gonna have a unique one called storm breathing. Storm breathing is gonna have 5 forms, which I'll explain right now. Form 1, which is just piercing wind. Basically, it's a forward horizontal slash. That's all of it. But second form is Eye of Storm, which basically is when Naruto closes his eyes or is blind and uses the slight change in the wind to find out where his opponent is, and then eventually will strike that spot. Third form is Flying Fujin. Basically, Flying Fujin is just like the horizontal water wheel, but it's more longer, more powerful. And the fourth form is Raiden's Wrath, which basically is a Naruto jumping, which leads to a powerful vertical strike. And fifth form is Sky Dragon Dance, which consistently is consistent rotating slashes. It could be anything as long as he is rotating to gain momentum. Basically, that is it for his forms, and now we will get into the story. I hope you guys enjoy. We open up with a 13-year-old Naruto. This Naruto had dirty blonde hair, but hints of red would be scattered across. He had a bright orange jacket with a black shirt underneath. He also had black-orange pants with blue shoes, but the toes were revealing. He was practicing some form of thunder style, as he would repeatedly yell, thunderclap and flash, and would also have to recite all of his wind style techniques as well. He would be called into the house as we are revealed that there are 4 people in there. A man who looked closely like Naruto with bright yellow hair. "Come on, my son, sit next to me." He would pat beside him in between another woman. She had blood red hair, it was long, and it flew like a river. "Come here, Naruto, it's time for dinner." Across from them, there was a man with flaming hair, orange and red hair, with a cloak on that said Hashira on the back, and a man with dark black hair with dark blue eyes. As the adults begin to talk, Naruto would just eat his food and listen. "Congratulations on becoming the Thunder Hashira, Minato. I envy your progress." The man with the flaming hair spoke. Minato would then reply, "It's okay, Kojiro. I thank you, but to be honest, being a Hashira is a deadly occupation. I hope one day I can retire and just spend my days with Kushina, but until then I'll do my best." As Kojiro and Goku would smile and take a bite while yelling "tasty," and as Kushina would smile, "Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the food I cooked." As Naruto would then repeat this, "Tasty." Everybody would give a little chuckle. As the man with the dark hair, I'm pretty sure the previous Thunder Pillar would be so proud. Hopefully he's having better days. As Minato would then have a slight frown. "The last I left him, he was training 2 students. One was very arrogant, seemed like he couldn't wait for anything. And the other one was timid, scared almost all the time, and didn't even like training. To be honest, he has a lot of stuff in his hands, but I trust him that he can train the future generation." As he would then look at the man with the dark hair. "How is Urokodaki these days, Gyu?" Gyu would then respond, "He's Doing fine. I direct a new student towards his way. His name is Tanjiro Kamado. Sadly, his family passed away to a demon, and his sister happens to be a demon as well. But he promises that he'll carry her wherever he goes. From the letters I'm getting from my sensei, Urokodaki, it seems like the demon girl is in a deep sleep, and Tanjiro is training hard to learn the water style. Right now, he just learned the fifth form. Minato would smile. Yes. Although Naruto hasn't mastered any of the forms yet, I am confident that he will. I am also confident that he's able to make his own forms, styles, breathing styles. We haven't really seen what his sword looks like, so we don't have a good idea of how to train him. As Giyu would then smile, I assume this boy's, Tanjiro's sword should be red. His family seemed to work close to fire anyway. As Minato would then give a slight chuckle. You said Kamado, right? Wasn't there another Tanjiro Kamado that we knew? Well, at least my father knew of. As Giyu would then sigh. I don't know. I don't really look towards these things anyway. We should be celebrating you being Hashira instead of talking about other people. As Minato would give a slight chuckle. I don't like the attention on me anyway. As Naruto would then ask if Giyu and Rengoku can teach him the water and flame breathing. As Naruto would then proudly proclaim, she's gonna be the next Hashira, but not with a specific type. He's gonna be the Hashira of every single style. As Kojo and Goku would then smile. Don't get ahead of yourself. Your body can only handle a certain amount of styles. You're training with the thunder and wind style, aren't you, Minato? As Minato would then slightly smile. Yeah, I am. Well, we are. But to be honest, he can't use it at the same time. His body can't handle it. As Naruto would then state, I'll make my own breathing style then, and become the greatest Hashira. As everybody would chuckle. As Kushina would then finally speak. Sit down, boy. You're not gonna be able to be a Hashira if you don't eat. As Kojo and Goku would then ask Kushina, how are you these days? I understand being a demon is hard, especially since you can't really go outside. She states, I almost got killed today by a demon slayer. It was on accident. They didn't know that I was married to the Thunder Hashira. Minato saved my life again. I'm getting tired of it. I can't fight back. I don't want to kill anyone. As Giyu would then state, to be honest, the only reason why I didn't kill the boy's sister is because she reminded me of you. Besides, she wasn't a mindless demon. She clearly had an intention to protect the boy that she was just trying to kill. To be honest, if I didn't know you, I probably would have killed her. So, I guess that Tanjiro boy has you to thank for his sisters still breathing to this day. As she would then state, well, let's go to Urokodaki sometime. Maybe I'll get to meet this boy. He seems nice. As Naruto would then state, yeah, Tanjiro Kamado, was it? When I meet him, I want to fight him. As Minato would then grab Naruto by the head. Alright, I think it's time for you to go to bed. Naruto would then state, but the sun hasn't even set down yet. It's not even dawn. As he would look out the window, and it appears to be at a twilight state. Oh. Whatever. As he would storm off into his room, but not in a pouty way, more of a, yeah, I know you're right way. Minato would chuckle. That boy has a flaming spirit. To be honest, I think he'd be way better at flame style or water style, if anything. As Kojo would then smile. Hey, he's your son. You can train him however you want. It doesn't really matter how the student feels at the beginning, as long as you know he can do it. You just have to set your heart ablaze and teach him in the way that you know how. As Minato would then chuckle. Set your heart ablaze. What are the best statings? The best statement I've ever heard. Gyu would then look out. Yes, it's getting towards twilight now. I should be heading home. It is far away from here, so I should be going now. I'll probably get there by midnight, which means I'll encounter some demons. As Kojiro and Goku would then state, then you're gonna need extra protection. As Gyu would then look at Kojiro in a more of a demeanor way. I'm a Hashira. I think I can take care of myself, but thank you. As he would walk out and begin to run, Kojiro and then Goku would then get up and get out as well. I should be taking my leave too. My younger brother. He probably needs my help with cooking. I'll see you later, Minato. And remember, stay safe. As Kojiro and Goku would blast through the forest. Hours later, Naruto, Kushina, and Minato are all asleep. But then Minato suddenly wakes up, same with Kushina. Kushina could feel a slight change in the air, like there's a fourth person in the house. Minato, with lightning fast reflexes, got his sword and walked into the living room. She saw a man with a coat and a hat. You're Muzan, aren't you? As the man wouldn't speak, simply would just attack. Kojiro would then state, thunder breathing, secret form, the flying Raijin. As he would appear behind Muzan and have a strike at his back, he would screech. As then he would yell at Kushina, get Naruto and leave now! As she would grab Naruto, he would wake up not knowing what's happening. She would state, there's a demon in the house. Your father's taking care of it, but we have to go. As Naruto would then state, wait, if there's a demon, then I can help. As she senses, no, you cannot help. He's too powerful. I don't think your father can make it. She runs, dashing straight for Urokodaki's, who happened to be 2 mountains away. But she used her blood demon art, Ninetales, to give her a boost. Muzan and Minato's fight lasted for a good 30 minutes, until eventually Minato was impaled by Muzan's fist. But he made sure to give a signal that he was about to die. He had on a sword and used his lightning breathing to throw the sword away. But thanks to the lightning breathing technique, he was able to pinpoint the location of where Kushina is, and therefore Kushina would realize. As she's running, a sword will blow past her. She recognizes it as Minato's sword. She then realizes the sad truth. He only does that as she's in trouble. And she would then grab the sword and continue to run. She would get around to where Urokodaki is, to the point where Tanjiro can spot her. His first idea is to try and attack her, but he realizes she's carrying a boy and she's running directly for Urokodaki. He runs up to Kushina, asking her what her business is, as she states, I need Urokodaki. Look, my son, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Just grab him, take him please. As Tanjiro would grab Naruto. He's around my age. As she would then state, make sure Naruto takes this sword. It's his father's. Tell him that he is the son of Minato Namikaze, the Thunder Pillar. As he would then realize, wait, that means you're Kushina. You're the Red Hot Habanero, aren't you? As she then states, yes. Right now, his father's in trouble. I need to get back. Then Tanjiro would ask, wait. But you're a demon. Which makes Naruto, she would then sigh, listen, Naruto's half demon. Luckily, he takes more of his father's side. He can be in the sun and he doesn't eat humans. He only inherited my blood demon arc and my regeneration. Listen, I need you to take him to Urokodaki where he's safe. I had to go back and lead that demon that killed my husband away from this place. As she would run off, she'd go back to Tanjiro, but one last time. Make sure to tell Naruto I love him. and that I didn't mean to do this, that I didn't abandon him. Tanjiro would nod his head and run down the mountain. Run as fast as he ever could, as he screams, Urokodaki, I need your help. Someone dropped a kid off here. Urokodaki already had heightened hearing, so he pretty much heard the conversation Krishna had with Tanjiro. He would get at the base of the mountain, with Tanjiro out of breath. My old friend's son, come on, let's take you to a place where you're safe, comfortable. He would set Naruto in a bed, cover him with a blanket. He would light a nearby fire, so Naruto would stay warm. Around this part, it should be getting cold. These 2 mountains away. It was the next day. It was around high noon, and Naruto just woke up. The second he woke up, he realized there was a girl next to him. She had a bamboo as a muzzle. She was sleeping peacefully. He would get a slight blush as he really didn't recall what happened last night. When Urokodaki would open the door. You're awake, I see. Listen, we have something to tell you. As Tanjiro would follow after. I am Urokodaki, the former water pillar. And this is Tanjiro Kamado. Right now, my student. As Naruto would then remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Giyu Tumika, Uncle Giyu, talked about you. Uncle Giyu? Tanjiro would reply. Yeah, Giyu and Rengoku, well, Kojo Rengoku, were my dad's friends. I also knew about you, Urokodaki. She would talk about you sometimes too. As Urokodaki would give Naruto a note. This was posted to all the Hashiras and even former Hashiras, or people that were just genuinely close to Minato and Kushina, your father and mother. So Naruto would read. Thunder Hashira found dead by Tillman, and his wife found dead by decapitation. All of her limbs were severed off. So Naruto would begin to cry. He would remember that his dad was fighting a demon, but he didn't know he didn't know what he looked like. All he can do at that point was use one of his mother's techniques of the wind style and know how tall he was and his main build. But he couldn't really get a sense of anything else but that. Tanjiro would then state, listen, I understand your pain. My family was murdered too. So Naruto would then wipe the tears off his face. I'll kill them all. Every single evil demon. Every single one that dare do something like this to someone like me. Everyone's families have been suffered by these demons. And yet, they're still roaming. This pisses me off. I will become a Hashira. After that, I will protect everybody. And no one would have to become a demon slayer after when I become a Hashira. As Tanjiro would then take a note in his mind. I probably shouldn't tell him that Nezuko's a demon. As Naruto would then point out the muzzle on the girl. Who is she? As Tanjiro would then sigh. She's my sister. Oh yeah, you told me your sister's a demon, right? But she's a good demon. As Tanjiro would take note. So he pretty much knows at least somewhat about me. Good to know. As Naruto would get up. Oh, sorry. Naruto would get up. Hey, Urokodaki, could you please teach me in the ways of water style? So Urokodaki would then point out, don't you already have thunder and wind? So Naruto states, yeah, but 3 heads are better than 2. Urokodaki would then reply, your body can only handle so many breathing styles. Having all of them pretty much cripples a person, let alone having 3, and even having 2. Naruto would then state, well, I am an Uzumaki after all. Us Uzumakis are known to have multiple breathing styles. Plus, I'm also a Namikaze, so you know I can handle it. Urokodaki would then sigh, well, fine, I'll teach you the ways of water. But I can only teach you a couple of techniques. If you knew every single form, you probably could cripple yourself. I don't want that happening, do I? As Naruto shakes his head no. I'm sorry guys, I'm very tired. As Naruto would shake his head no. We're gonna skip 1.5 years. Naruto's been training with Tanjiro and he's actually learned a bit. But he can't learn all of them, so Urokodaki would restrict himself and make Naruto reteach himself thunder and wind, so he doesn't forget them. Naruto also learned about his father gifting him a sword, but Naruto will reject it until he becomes a true demon slayer. Then he will touch it. After that, Naruto and Tanjiro are tasked with cutting a boulder clean in half. Naruto and Tanjiro would struggle until eventually Tanjiro did cut it in half. But Tanjiro did not want to take the exam without Naruto, as he didn't want him to feel left out. So he kind of takes the exam a little bit later, but not too much. As around the same time, Naruto accidentally develops a new breathing style, storm breathing. And he was trying to replicate water wheel when he did it. So when he did it, it was cleaned in half vertically. But he thought just imitating water wheel wasn't enough. He wanted to be better. Instead of it being vertical, he wanted to be horizontal. So basically, on the way to the exam, which let's say it would take a week for them to walk there, each time they stopped, Naruto kept on trying to develop the styles that he would incorporate in his new breathing technique, storm breathing. He created 5 different ones, although they're all incomplete and imperfect, which means that they're practically useless unless he's fighting some weak demons. So until he perfects them, he vows not to use them unless, he knows they're a weak demon or he has literally no other choice. Eventually, he can't even use any other style but storm breathing, as it incorporated thunder, wind, and water. So basically, by using the thunder, wind, and water all the time, he would just be sticking to storm style. Eventually, they arrive at their destination, and Tanjiro takes note at the wisteria trees blossoming at this time of the year. Naruto states, some places in Japan are just like that. My dad would take me to a place like this a lot of times, mainly to protect us from getting invaded by demons. We even used to live in the wisteria forest until some guys took it down. It was for the best though, as his nearby village was actually not hunted by demons for plenty of years. As Tanjiro wouldn't actually enjoy talking with Naruto, as he actually knew a lot. Unlike Naruto, we know where he's kind of dumb. I'm just joking. When Tanjiro goes to the final selection, he takes note of a few people. He takes note of a girl that seemed quiet. He noted her beauty, but Naruto would kind of jokingly, pick on Tanjiro, saying he has a crush. But Naruto would notice Zenitsu, as he pretty much stated, this guy was trying to take my look. Naruto, like Tanjiro, would have a cloak-like thing, where it's just a bright orange, because Naruto actually liked the color orange. So it was more of a bright orange cloak around him, kind of like how Tanjiro had it. But his was like, bright blue. I'm sorry guys, again, I am extremely tired. I'm doing this late at night. It's like 12 right now. I'm extremely sorry. But, I gotta get this out like tomorrow. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, it was. So, 2 girls would walk down, and they'll give pretty much the normal thing they did in the anime, explaining the final selection and all. And now they need to perform it within 7 days, survive for 7 days. If they don't, they die, obviously. So, and they'll be there within 7 days. So, veiled departure, Naruto and Tanjiro vowed that they shouldn't help each other unless they absolutely need to, so they tried staying away from each other. Now, around the time Tanjiro runs into the Hand Demons, Naruto accidentally does run into the Hand Demon as well, but he sees Tanjiro kill it at that time where he enters, so he thinks Naruto has the final selection in the bag, and he actually fights with a few demons, improving his storm style to the point where he's actually developed the 5 styles almost towards perfection. And, pretty much as expected, Tanjiro and Naruto passed the final selection, but Naruto does not want to actually select an orb, but he kind of has to. So he does select an orb more as a backup blade, if anything, as he doesn't really want to use it. So, they both go back. Urokodaki hugs them, noting that they are alive. Because Naruto doesn't actually realize that, what Tanjiro knows, as all of his students were fucking dead. Pretty much all of his students. So, Naruto doesn't actually understand why it's really important. But he does know that Nezuko does come out. And he actually gets to see how cute she is. But, he doesn't actually want to state it. Because we know how Naruto is. Naruto and Tanjiro would, get their blades as the guy sees Naruto's hair. So, what's your name, boy? Your name. It's weird. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Isn't that the 2 family names of the 2 most famous slayers right now? The former Flame Hashira and his wife? That's Naruto with a nod. Yes, I was actually gifted his sword. I didn't really want to pick an aura. Oh. His sword was yellow with a bunch of thunder symbols on it. I wonder what yours would look like, actually. Some swords don't actually come out like your father's, with electricity shown. Some of them are just after colors. As Naruto would think, alright. What he thinks what his color will be. As the guy's expecting his blade to either be blood red or bright yellow. But to everybody's expectations, when Naruto touches the sword, instead of being red or yellow, it actually comes out as orange. A bright orange. As Urokodaki is actually impressed. Orange? I didn't expect it from you. As Naruto is worried. What does orange mean? Urokodaki. Well, a lot of meaning in orange. It can mean childhood wonder. Or it can even mean maturement. Orange has a lot of meaning. But let's just say you have a better chance of being a Hashira than normal people. Your spirit is very kind. But yet, it's also very ferocious, filled with anger. As Naruto would then look at his sword and even want to touch his father's sword to see the change would happen, but out of respect, he didn't. He would then use the sword that was given to him, a bright orange sword. Well, I guess that's just who I am. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Urokodaki would smile. Well, your first mission should start soon. Tanjiro, why don't we see the color of your sword? Just like in the anime, Tanjiro still gets black. As Naruto actually is impressed. Black? Wow, that's impressive. As Urokodaki would then state, black. It's mainly the color that is less known. It's the less popular color, actually. But basically, people with black as the color of the sword don't really know what style they want. As Tanjiro worries, do you think I don't believe in your teachings? As Urokodaki chuckles, no. It's very rare, so we don't really know the full meaning of a black colored sword. But they're not really commonly Hashira. As Tanjiro would sigh, I was really looking forward to that. Naruto states, just because of a stupid color in your sword doesn't mean you can't be a Hashira. Anyway, our first mission, when are we gonna get it? As Urokodaki was gonna say something, a crow would then yell, your first mission is in a nearby village. Go Go to east. Go east. There's Naruto and Tanjiro. We can look at the crowd. There's Naruto asking, wait, you can speak? That's Tanjiro with inside. But we all were assigned crows. Didn't you not know that? That's Naruto states, to be honest, I was kind of spacing out. The trees were just so beautiful. As Tanjiro would then put Nezuko in the box and then would carry her while they walked down the street. So, we're going to a nearby village. I wonder what demons we're gonna slay. As Tanjiro would then think, the demons. Wait, I think Urokodaki forgot to tell you something, I mean. As Naruto would sigh. What is it now? That I keep eating too much? As Tanjiro would then state, no. He said, to me at least, maybe you were asleep or something. But what I know is that there are certain demons with very rare powers. They're called blood demonite. And pretty much to sum it up, they're extremely powerful. So if you really can't handle it, it's fine if as Naruto would cut him off. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I am son of a pillar, god damn it. I'm not gonna be losing to some low tier flu demon. Besides, I think we're both at know what I want. To kill the demon that killed my mom and father. Until then, I refuse to die. Even if I get impaled, I'll just keep on going simply. Set my heart ablaze. As Uncle and Goku would always state. As Tanjiro would then sigh. Listen, all I'm trying to tell you is just be careful, please. As Naruto would then nudge Tanjiro. It's fine, I'm strong enough to handle myself. Now, let's hurry up. We don't want to... The longer we sit here and walk, the longer people... God damn it, I read that wrong. The longer we're here, the more chances that demon has to kill people. Sorry. As Tanjiro and Naruto begin to run. And that's where we're going to be ending off part 1. Holy golly, I literally wrote too much. I could cut it off. But this was a good point, and I'm extremely tired, and I really want to go to sleep. So please enjoy. I'm planning on doing more of this. What if Naruto is in another series and then Naruto having the same power? I actually might remake this one. I wasn't really happy, but I need to get a video out this week. So it's either I either don't release it and make you wait 2 weeks, or release it and be a lot easier for me and you. So hope you guys enjoyed. I think this was on too long. This is reaching past 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this is gonna be a long ass video and a long ass upload. But like I said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you really want to. I don't care. And yeah, see you later. Goodbye.